Hey guys, what's going on guys? It's me again, and welcome back to another video. Today guys, we are going to be playing something a little bit different. It's called Doki Doki Club. It came out around the time when I created this channel, so I mean, I don't know. But anyway, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Not easily disturbed. I don't know. So, let's, okay. Visual, I see. Individuals suffering from anxiety and depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit whatever that says. Okay. By playing Doki Doki, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age, I am, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I agree. I like the sound of it. Okay, so here we go. Like this game does it. Okay, yeah, okay, say that again. Okay. So here we are. Next new game, I guess. Oh, that's really good name. I'm just gonna put the name of that, okay? Hey! What? Okay. What's that? I see an arm girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she totally obviously like she's too oblivious to pay attention to, and she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighborhood and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep and more frequently, and would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! Or what? Okay, anyway, I overslept again, you don't say. But I caught you this time. Anyway, maybe, but only because I decided to stop for you. Hey, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's me. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think you are that we're a couple or something. Fine. But did you wait? But you did wait for me after all. I guess you didn't have to. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Anyway, we cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, DDLC, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I am really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Hey, that's not true. Not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure that it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Okay. Sorry likes to worry a little bit too much about me when I'm perfectly content, just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No problem, though. Wait, at least promise me you'll try a little. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Okay. Why'd I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm just surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about it makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Here we go. The school day is as ordinary as ever, but it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. So he wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? So he must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Okay. You don't need to wait up for me you don't have to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Okay. But I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, I thought that you could come to my club. Oh, you think what if I don't want to come to your club? Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Me neither. Sorry is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun and to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. Okay. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hey. Anyway, don't make me promise you can't. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell Sayori is really much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Here we go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I diligently followed Sayori across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activity. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, this is the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl 1 says, welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says such nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. DDLC. What a nice surprise, Rachel. Welcome to the club. Good. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small fingers makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, DDLC. Monica smiles sweetly and puts on that weird pose or whatever that is. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, DDLC. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it has been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the counter of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling a little awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh, wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and the little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Okay. I had no idea you were so good at baking that, baby. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Tori grabs one first, then Monica. Then I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full, and already has managed to get icing on her face. Congratulations. Anyway, I turn to the excuse me. Anyway, I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Probably. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me like that? Thanking me. It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Yeah, I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But it's not for you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a deep cut in front of each of us before sitting down in the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Hey, don't let yourself get into it. You're just trying to impress you. Hey, that's not insulting to your lips away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Your feeling smiles to yourself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. So I thought that I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club feel fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics on the major clubs. It felt like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort into to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delightful by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, DDLC, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't actually have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly pokes in. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination, your complete throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I've read a lot of horror books, obviously, but anyway, I definitely grasped something that I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Anyway, really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. With someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or it takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You let a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud," and give it that back. Fine, okay. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Okay, I think she's mad. Okay, Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Trying that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The trust form is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even your deep reaches of your heart. Really? did you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share them to some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems, but no one wants to share with you. I'm sorry. No one wants to. I don't know why. But anyway, we all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. What's your idea? Question mark. Not in Yuri. Question mark. Okay. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with writing each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, DDLC? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Hey, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth and with what's been on my mind since the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Oh yeah, okay. Sorry, you may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Before I go stare back at me with dejected eyes. Okay. But I'm sorry, I thought. DDLC. You all, I am defenseless against these girls, okay? How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. Dun. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, then jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignments. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over me once more. DDLC, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Anyway, yeah. Okay. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Already, I feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, DDLC says, while we're here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore. That's because she always stays after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay, okay. There we go. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wandered back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. I would really be happy spending every day after school will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. I guess. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, I think we're writing a poem now. It's time to write a poem. Big words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay then, let me think. Milk, disaster, anger, money, sadness, anxiety. I don't know, I just go anxiety maybe? Oh yeah, I got it. I know it's gonna go yay to that one. Okay, but anyway. Stable, happiness, ocean, chocolate, great, empty. Unstable. I am doing it, okay. It's fart, I think I'm winning. Okay, let me see. Sunset, shiny, pure, bad, portrait, hopeless, misfortune. Okay. Unending clouds, maniacally, anime bouncing alone, suicide. There we got it. Okay, rain cloud, promise, mascara. Mascara? Yeah, I got it. Time, dark. I got it. Okay, flying grief, electricity, extraordinary, comfort, vanilla play, scars. Okay, peace, kiss. Okay, poof, treasure, disowned. There we go, candy. There we go, cheeks, crimson. Valentine. I got it. I think it looks pretty good. And what seems complicated? Despise, whisper, romance, excitement, awesome pink. I got it. Let me see. Okay, I see. Be sticky, determined, special, whistle, rainbow, loud, fireflies. Okay. It appears as a complicated word. So this one, lipstick. Kawaii, whatever that says. Okay. Explode, warm, dazzle, bliss, calm, incapable of expression, judgment. That's this. Yeah. Okay. Memory shopping, sunny, disappointed. Okay, got it. Graveyard. Okay, ignore. Okay. Okay, got it. Cheer, amazing vacation, jumpy, daydream, inferno, tragedy, or fluff. Okay, we have completed writing our poem. Hi again, DDLC. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Okay, nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everybody else is already hanging out. Okay, here we go. So what okay. Thanks for keeping your promise, DDLC. Hope this isn't too overwhelming for a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayari told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come along here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. That's like you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Okay, anyway, and I think he finds himself stuck between the lines saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, I think he falls back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. DDLC always gives it his best, just as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Anyway, okay. You two really are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and DDLC could become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. You even bought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. I wonder what it is. I actually don't know. Sorry, made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Hey, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. Such a nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. What is it? You reaches into your bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked up a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... What was this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she'll think I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Alright, I'll enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that that's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case, does not. So Ellie and Monica are having a cheery conversation this Yuri's face is already buried in a book. But I cannot but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Nazuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seemed to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sinks into another glance and then eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this. So, that's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts picking up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very encouraging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, you close the book and scan your eyes over the back. This book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous look in her eyes, looking eye symbol in front of the cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about a girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange, okay? Oh, wait. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. Oh, okay, that seems a bit... And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? That's kind of. You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ahaha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, DDLC? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be so completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you get the thought of relating you related to the protagonist. They are made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided mortals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess that's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books, writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It is a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I could retrieve the book I had put into my bag. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to yours. Yeah? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. As soon as I understand what Yuri means about reading in company, as soon as I feel her presence over my shoulders, I read. It's not particularly a bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, alright? I slide my desk until it's up against yours, then hold my book between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way. Instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page. Yuri slides it under her thumb after it slips to her side. But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. But it's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again. Her eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. You no longer ask me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I assume she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own voltation. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an imitated exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it float over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. reminds me of you. You think so? You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's a little bit more blunt. She's more blunt in a lot of ways. But yeah, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid if she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see in your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your maneuverisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But DDLC, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean in a bad way or anything. So I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying? What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poem with each other. Anyway, we might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thoughts. Is that alright? Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if I haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, you did remember to write a poem last night. No, I forgot. No. Yeah. No. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Anyway, well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is wrinkled on a sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly completely comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. So anyway, who should I show my poem to first? Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, or Monica? Maybe, I don't know, I think it makes sense you show it to your best friend first. That makes more sense, right? I think so. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. Yeah, I'd say so, because it's your good friend. She's my good friend, after all. That's what I was thinking. We got one comment. Anyway, ... This is a good poem, DDLC. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his... Am I the kind of guy who would be writing his poems in his spare time? Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I'm reading the stuff wrong. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really just happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you were really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, DDLC. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, are you? Or what would I say? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only a real good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun. Okay. That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Anyway, okay, let's read it. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Honestly, Sayori. What do you want? This is just a guess, but do you wait until the morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. Oh, so you do. I get it because it says, you know. Guys, I see what's happening because it says about sunshine. Okay, you can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Well, how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Anyway, this was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Okay. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, here we go. Who should I show my poem to next? You think? Kiri or Monica? Maybe to, let me think. Okay, that one made more sense. What makes sense to show it to, who should I show it to next? Should I make a friend now? Let me think. Why not? I don't know, Nazuki, I guess? Why not? I guess. Makes sense. ... What? If you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What? Do you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good. But yeah, I did put in effort. Well, we all start somewhere, right? If you're so proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Okay. Painful to think about. ... Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Here we go. Which one of these things I'll say this? Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Okay, eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Okay. Yeah? I told you you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? It wasn't that bad. Just to be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be sophisticated and stuff. I don't know about that one. So people don't even take my writing seriously. I know. But anyway, isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everything around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like if I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose, it helps bring out the feeling in the last one. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Oh, I mean, the youngest one here, did you? Wait. Yeah, I guess not, but you're not the youngest one here. I'm pretty sure, according to the wiki, you're all 18, okay? So, I don't know, you're all the same age, okay? I decided to humor with her with that last comment. I guess she looks kind of like 12, she kind of looks 12, but apparently supposed to be 18. But anyway, I don't really care how old everyone is. If Nazuka's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Hey, yeah, you're not the youngest one here. Who should I read my poem to next? Yuri or Monica? I'm gonna go Monica, I guess. I don't know why. Why not the club leader next? Hi, DDLC. Having a good time so far? Yeah? Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new here and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. So don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Okie dokie. Doki Doki. Anyway, alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. And put on what kind of poses I don't understand. Don't worry, DDLC. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we all have to learn to get past. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. Great job, DDLC. I was going in my head while reading it. In my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Of course. That's why it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that is full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Not gonna lie, I kinda like that writing too. Anyway, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, while letting them deeply analyze all of the knowledge. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about it that you do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could be a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit based towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, anyway, you want to read my poem now? No, I'm just kidding. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident when someone claims to not be very good. But that's because I have to sound confident because you're weird pressure. And that doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. All in the wall. It couldn't have been me. I see the direction sparkle. Protrudes a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind. I like film left out in the sun, but it's too late. I already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into anything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. That's an interesting poem. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems now have been putting in emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Well, when performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some epiphany recently. Some kind of epiphancy recently. I don't know what that means. Okay, recently it has been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany, yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day because I switch it to there. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. True? So just move your hand and go with the flow. Okay, that's true. That's my advice for today, anyway. Thanks for listening. Who should I show the poem to next? Because it's not like there's only one option or anything like that. As Jory reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Oh, because she likes this poem. Sorry, because it did say she would like this poem. Exceptional. Hey, what was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri's first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's, I guess, why am I getting so nervous for? usually takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? You use your imagery of metaphors indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before, even though this is really? It's the first time I've written a poem. Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. I'm a legend. I know I'm a legend. Definitely. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? You should be blinking. Then I look at my poem again. ... Well, I know that. I just meant, you chose off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah? Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. That it's just that there were specific writing habits that usually are typical of new writers. I have been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they try to pick writing styles that separate from the top matter. They form fit the two together. The end result is that they both style and that expressiveness are weak. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert all of a sudden. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There is so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. It's the first time I'm talking. Anyway, now Suki can be a little biased, though. Yeah, you know, a little bit biased, though. You don't say. Biased. How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Nazuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, it isn't supposed to be. Isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Okay, ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight tab withstood the test of time. Last year yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. Interesting. ... I'm sorry I have such a terrible handwriting. It's not that bad. It's such pretty. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. That's pretty good handwriting. What are you talking about? It looks very familiar. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. It is. Not gonna lie. Anyway, that's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it is short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing and I wanted something to write something a little more mild. Something easy to discuss, I suppose. Are you into ghostier? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, DDLC. Really? It's a metaphor, yo. Anyway, I must totally miss the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in our last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solo, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive, eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know what? I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, DDLC. Me too. Anyway, phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It is as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of them, their expressions change. Natsuki's eyes flutter in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. How do you smile sadly? What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I got it. I know that. It's just I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And DDLC did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Nah. And DDLC liked my poem too, you know. I haven't even told... He even told me that he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh no, okay. I have a feeling I know where this is going. Oh! I didn't realize that you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh, no, this is going. I see this is going. Okay, I see this is going. Eh? That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that DDLC appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cute. Okay, I see what's happening here. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who made my boob magically grew a size bigger as soon as DDLC started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly, the both girls turned toward me as if they noticed I was standing there. DDLC. She's trying to make me look bad. She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. I thought, okay. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convolved for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, DDLC. No, I don't know, I kind of agree with you. I like the cryptid reading. I kind of got to disagree with you there, Natsuki. I agree with kind of, I like kind of cryptid reading more than obvious reading. Okay, so wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, DDLC? Obviously, well, I mean, firstly, well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of it. So of course that's going to be okay. So we can either say Natsuki, Yuri, or help me, Sayori, and I think well, I mean, if I were trusting Natsuki and Yuri, I would say Yuri, but because I personally agree with Yuri, but I don't know, I might want to use the help me, Sayori. I don't know. In this scenario, I don't know if I want to side with one or the other. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and go with help me, Sayori. No, Natsuki. What? To me, driving up words that I had in my mouth. So instead, I turned to Yuri. Yuri, Yuri's voice is so defenseless, I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori, eh? Yeah, okay, everyone is fighting and everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. I would have agreed with Yuri, but I feel like that was kind of messed up thing to say. Not gonna lie, that's kind of rude to say. So I'm gonna say, how can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? I'm pretty clever. See, I think that's better than actually telling them what I think, okay? DDLC, because I don't remember these people. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. Well, I agree with you. But anyway, it's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, true, but I just thought, I don't know, I kind of want to side with one or the other, because then the other was probably going to be like, what the heck's wrong with you, or something. I don't know how that would have ended, but I kind of want to get into that argument right now, so. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? Yes. This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Up. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Yes, that's a good point, actually. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because of I wonder what happened if I didn't say that though. I wonder if I just said Yuri or said Nazuki, I don't know what would have happened. Because I'm sorry, I can't teach the peaceful around, so I'm gonna go because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. What the heck? Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with bewildered expression. That was weird. I'll beg stay, I guess. Yuri rushes off, taking us fast. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. This is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with the people. Anyway, I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame. I wasn't able to say anything either. Yeah, that's why I didn't. Well, I guess that means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead. Sometimes it's just really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles with me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, most. Anyway. DDLC, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I nodded to myself with a newfound determination. DDLC! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, what happened? What about? Whatever. I said, hey, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. It's just, I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, DDLC, it's a nice thing I can spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori's starting to come onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds for Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an inner monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Oh, I gotta know these things. Let me see, write another poem for tomorrow. Distance, explode alongside rain cloud. Detonation, special, game, fireflies, force. Actually, good question. Okay. This one's complicated. Anyway, analysis. Let me see. Let's see. Let's continue on. Shall we flee? Boop. Entropy, broken treasure, vivid, yeah, okay, Doki Doki, horror world, unstick, unrestrained, insensical graveyard. Let's see. The blanket, defeat, milk, giggle, journey, pure, clumsy, uncontrollable, and yeah. Another day passes. It's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten more comfortable here over the past couple days.